we have a city right now that is in peril. And I think that this is a major distraction for the mayor. I think the mayor needs to focus on these serious charges. You have to remember that there are multiple people within his cabinet that have resigned. So I think this is really the tip of the iceberg. But it has made this city really failing. It's failing. And people are suffering as a result. We have so many problems right now, skyrocketing crime. We have this mass illegal migration. We have our hotels have been taken over with these lucrative contracts to be operated as migrant shelters, and the people in them are committing crimes, and they are wreaking havoc in our city, rapes, shooting at police officers. We have an education system that is failing, and a chancellor that just said he was going to resign at the end of the year. We have a police commissioner recently resigned when we have serious public safety issues. So the city is becoming completely mismanaged, and the mayor is distracted. And the best thing for him to do is to step aside to deal with these issues. And that is, I think, the best thing for the city, although I am concerned that we may end up with somebody worse than Mayor Adams. But I think it's the right thing to do if we are going to have any hope of restoring some sanity to this city, to make it governable again, and to really give New Yorkers the government that it deserves.
Well, of course, if he does choose to resign, which at this point he maintains he will not, acting mayor would be put into place, then a special election would be held to choose a replacement. Congresswoman, would you be interested in the role should it be vacated?
Look, I ran in 2017. People have made it clear they don't necessarily want a Republican being the mayor of New York City. I think that we have to, though, collectively find a candidate that is palatable across the political spectrum, somebody that could have like a business background, somebody who can really take the problems that we're facing as a city and bring some management. One of the biggest problems facing our city right now is the fact that they're contracting hundreds of billions of dollars out to like nonprofit organizations. This is work that should be doing, number one, within the city government. And the government has just gotten so big and so broad, they're outsourcing so much of its responsibility in areas where the city shouldn't even be focusing. So we need to get the city budget under control. We need to make sure that we're actually using taxpayer money wisely for the things that we need in this city: transportation, infrastructure, public safety, a good education for our children. Those should be the top focuses, not providing billions of dollars in taxpayer funds to citizens of other countries who came into the country legally and are even committing crimes. So I think that I would like to see somebody like a Mike Bloomberg run again, somebody who has a business background, knows how to manage a large organization, and somebody who would be more of a centrist that Republicans and Democrats and independents can embrace, because this city has gone way too far to the left, and we're paying for the policies of Bill de Blasio and Eric Adams. But remember, the reason why this is a sanctuary city, not deporting people committing crimes in our city, is because of Bill de Blasio and the far left council. So we need somebody who's going to bring it more to the center.
At this point, Congressman, I will disclose that Michael Bloomberg is the founder and majority owner of Bloomberg LP, which owns Bloomberg Media and this radio network. But we appreciate your thoughts as always. I do wonder about your thoughts as well on what this does. We know that New York's congressional districts are very much battleground zones in this election. Some of your colleagues are in tough races. Do you think whatever detrimental effect this may have on New York City, there is some benefit for your colleagues in this news? Does it make it easier for Republicans to keep the House?
Well, look, I think that the fact that there's been quite a few Democrats that have had to resign in disgrace at the city and state level over the past few years may bring some benefit to Republicans. I think maybe people see that, we need some type of balance and common sense in our government and elect honorable people, not just by party label, but people that are actually going to do the job and do it right and do it honestly. But certainly I see no no joy in seeing my city being torn apart right now, and the issues that we're facing that need desperate leadership and management, real management. And I'm very concerned about the future of our city. I've been concerned for quite some time. Over the last 8 years, it has taken a real downward turn, and we need to put somebody in the helm that is going to correct this ship, or else we're going to have real fiscal problems for forever. And I don't know that New York City can return if we don't fix it now.
Congresswoman, I have less than a minute left here, but one of your Republican colleagues has also faced some allegations within the last week about corruption, and more specifically, actually paying those close to him to serve in his office with taxpayer dollars. Anthony D'Esposito, should he resign as well?
Well, what we've done in the past, we refer it to ethics committee to do an investigation. Based on what I've seen so far, there has been nothing that's been that violated any laws taking place. But should we find out more information, then we should handle that accordingly when the time is appropriate. As you know, I've had no problem calling for George Santos to resign. I voted to expel him.
I do remember.
So I have no problem calling on those of my party when it's proven that they've done something illegal and wrong.